Leandra Medine is an American author and fashion blogger best known for the Man Repeller, a humorous website for serious fashion. She explained the title of her blog to the Daily Mail: "Good fashion is about pleasing women, not men, so as it happens, the trends that we love, men hate. And that is fantastic." In 2012, Medine was featured in Forbes' Top 30 Under 30 as one of the year's most influential trendsetters, while the Man Repeller was recognized in Time's 25 Best Blogs of 2012, and received Best Overall Blog at the 2012 Bloglovin Awards. In that year, Medine also topped Adweek's Fashion Power 25, which recognizes those who truly mattered in fashion and style, beating the likes of Lady Gaga, Michelle Obama, and Anna Wintour. In 2013, Medine was featured in Fast Company magazine's 100 Most Creative People issue. Early life and education: Medine was born and raised in New York City, the daughter of Moe and Leandra Medine. She is of Turkish Jewish and Iranian Jewish descent. Medine attended the Ramaz School on the Upper East Side. Medine has three brothers, Haim, Henry and Mark. In May 2011, Medine obtained her undergraduate degree from the New School, where she majored in journalism. Professional online career. Medine's first foray into blogging began in 2009, with her first humor blog, Boogers Plus Bagels, hosted by web publishing service, Blogspot. The name of the blog arose from an anecdote which Medine shared on the blog, in which she explains that "I was enjoying the fantastic weather while looking devilishly handsome clad in a Maida Welsh chambray light wash shirt with ripped Levi's denim shorts. Anyway, I stopped at Bagel Bob's to get a bagel and eat it in Washington Square Park. So I got it and I ate it, and while I was eating it found a booger on my cream cheese." Boogers and bagels. The blog covered such content as new fashion trends, personal anecdotes, feminism, and humor. Medine's writing in Boogers Plus Bagels was infused with a signature humor and reference to style that has come to define her blogging and garner her large and growing social media following. The blog's final post was published on April 19, 2010, shortly after the launch of Medine's second, and most famous, blog, The Man Repeller. Prior to the completion of Boogers Plus Bagels, Medine had started to incorporate man-repelling terminology into her Boogers Plus Bagels blog posts, with such articles as Daily Man Repeller, and Man Repeller du jour precursing her ultimate transition to the Man Repeller blog. Medine started the Man Repeller blog in May 2010 as a hobby. The idea for the blog came during a trip to Topshop with friend Rachel Stragates, now a reporter at Women's Wear Daily. Medine recalled, "We were laughing at how everything was so man-repelling, acid-washed harem pants and enormous shoulder pads, and I just said, €30 unregistered trademark S it. €30 unregistered trademark S the blog, €1 unregistered trademark." In an interview, Medine went on to explain man-repelling isn't about getting dressed and saying, "How am I going to repel a man today?" It's about dressing for yourself and liking what you're wearing. Only 3 days after its launch, the Man Repeller blog was featured on the viral fashion blog Refinery29, accelerating its rise to public prominence. 2011 present as of March 2014, Medine's audience included more than 184,000 Twitter followers, 547,200 Instagram followers and 144,000 Facebook followers. In its early years, the blog solely consisted of Medine, but now, she employs 3 full-time employees to assist her with ad sales and articles. Articles now branch beyond fashion, covering such topics as current events and lifestyle. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Medine said, "I think my readership has evolved with me. I hope the Man Repeller keeps evolving with me and takes on a different identity every time I want it to. And every time the readers want it to." In September 2012, during an appearance on Bloomberg Television's Surveillance Midday, Medine announced that she was working on a book which would consist of a collection of essays. In September 2013, the book, entitled Man Repeller, Seeking Love, Finding Overalls, was released by Grand Central Publishing. In his review of Medine's book, Simon Doonan, creative ambassador of Barneys, stated, "Leandra is a sick, twisted fashion addict, and guess what? There is no rehab. As this book shows, she is doomed to be stylish and groovy and hilarious for the rest of her life. Medine has collaborated with designers on limited collections of clothes and accessories, including Griffin, shoe companies Del Toro and Superga, jewelry line Danijo, and clothing line PJK. Additional brand collaborations include Michael Kors, Mage, Bar, Stuart Weitzman, and Saks Fifth Avenue. She is close friends with Danijo founders Danielle and Jody Snyder, as well as designer Rebecca Minkoff, who helped Medine to design a motorcycle jacket for her 2012 wedding to Abby Cohen. In her book, Man Repeller, Seeking Love. Finding Overalls, Medine says, with the help of a designer friend, Rebecca Minkoff, one created the Alpha jacket in a perfect hue of eggshell white organza equipped with many obligatory gold zippers and buttons. Additionally, Medine walked in Rebecca Minkoff's fall 2011 runway show. In 2012, Medine signed with the Creative Artists Agency, an entertainment talent agency headquartered in Los Angeles, California. In an interview with the Business of Fashion blog, Medine said, "I think they are great at representing individuals and they know how to execute. We have the ideas, we just need an execution plan and that's where they come in really well." Personal life. In December 2011, Medine announced her engagement to Abby Cohen, a financier at UBS, whom she had met when she was 17 years old. The announcement of the engagement, made through Medine unregistered trademark's Twitter account, took followers by surprise, as Medine had never explicitly mentioned the presence of a significant other on her blog. Her Twitter pronouncement read, "So, funny story. I got engaged last week." Following Medine unregistered trademark's pronouncement, many responded negatively, questioning her commitment to the principles of Man Repelling outlined in her blog. The Huffington Post wrote, "What happens when the man repeller no longer repels men?" In Man Repeller, Seeking Love. Finding Overalls, Medine outlines the period of personal doubt that followed the social media backlash to her engagement. "The ridicule paralyzed me. I understood why people were upset." Medine recalls, "I was delivering insight on fashion and projecting information onto people. Telling them to be confident and cool and dye their hair pink when ultimately, maybe, I was doing the same things only because I had the comfort of a man who loved me behind me. And that wasn't fair." Relatively quickly, however, Medine's relationship with her followers recovered. As with everything else on the internet, Medine says, the rage died down to make room for the next marginal scandal. "And when that happened after a considerably long 4 days of beating myself up over getting engaged and really wondering if maybe I couldn't have it all, would I have to sacrifice my blog for my man or my man for my blog, the insecurities finally melted away and I felt like I could enjoy my engagement." They were wed in June 2012 at the St. Regis Hotel in Manhattan. She currently resides in the New York area with her husband. In 2013, her brother Haim launched jewelry line Kai Kai and her mother Laura launched jewelry line the Laura Medine Collection. References: http www.nytimes.com 12 fashion/16 Man Repeller HTML, The Coveter. Retrieved December 29, 2012. The Man Repeller, A.B. Alexander, Irina. Fashion Triumph, Deflecting the Male Gaze. The New York Times. Retrieved December 29, 2012. Abraham, Tamara. Man Repeller Leandra Medine finally introduces her husband, and the simple bridal look she chose to wed him in. Daily Mail Online. Retrieved May 24, 2013. Olsen twins, Alexander Wang and the Man Repeller labeled Forbes' most influential trendsetters as they land 30 under 30 list. The Daily Mail December 18, 2012. Retrieved December 29, 2012. 25 Best Blogs 2012 Inches. Time October 22, 2012. Bloglovin Awards, Fashion's Power 25 Adweek. Adweek. Retrieved December 29, 2012. Fast Company, http Namag.com 2014 Man Repeller Leandra Medine Profile HTML, http www.luckymag.com Lucky Right No 08 Leandra Medine Seeking Love Finding Overalls, http www.tabletmag.com 59677 The Man Repeller reflects on Fashion Week, Capun, Francine. The Man Repeller, How Style Can Be a Girl's Worst Friend. Toronto, The Star. Retrieved December 29, 2012. Erkan, Ross. Daily Style File, The Man Repeller Leandra Medine. Gustave Guest. Retrieved December 29, 2012. http budasandbagels.blogspot.com Search Q = bagel plus Bob percent 27s Boogers and Bagels and Anecdote, Pauliana Reed, https twitter.com Man Repeller Twitter, @Man Repeller, http instagram.com Man Repeller Instagram, @Man Repeller, https www.facebook.com Man Repeller Facebook, The Man Repeller, http www.vanityfair.com/09 Leandra Medine Man Repeller Book Interview Vanity Fair, Q&A, Fashion blogger Leandra Medine on The Man Repeller, her new memoir, and why blog posts are like one-night stands, McCall, Tyler. The Man Repeller unregistered trademark Leandra Medine talks her first book, due out next year. Fashionista. Retrieved December 29, 2012. http www.manrepeller.com Seeking-love-finding-overalls The Man Repeller, http www.busynessoffashion.com 07 The Business of Blogging The Man Repeller HTML Business of Fashion, The Business of Blogging The Man Repeller, Medine, Leandra. The Big White Dress. Man Repeller, Seeking Love. Finding Overalls. New York, Grand Central, 2013. 230. Print. http www.style.com Reviewers 2012 RTW Reminkoffstyle.com, Rebecca Minkoff, Nizita, Lexi. Leandra Medine of The Man Repeller Wedding. Refinery 29. Retrieved December 29, 2012. http www.fidelibeast.com 201310 The 15 Most Cringe-Worthy Bits from Man Repeller Seeking Love Finding Overalls HTML, Krupnik, Ellie. Photos, The Man Repeller Ties the Knot. Huffington Post. Medine, Leandra. The Peplum. Man Repeller, Seeking Love. Finding Overalls. New York, Grand Central, 2013. 189 to 192. Print. Wicks, Amy. The Man Repeller's Leandra Medine Talks Weddings, Cake. Women's Wear Daily. Retrieved December 29, 2012. http bostonrect.com 201313/meet Haim Medine Rat Young Gun and Kai Kai Designer PHP, http www.elcom Fashion Style Laura Medine Jewelry Interview. External links, The Man Repeller on Twitter, The Man Repeller on Instagram, The Man Repeller on Pinterest.